Hi, it's that time of year when you pack your bags and get ready to head to the beach. What is normally an exciting time, however, can also be very dangerous.
Just last month, 2 Georgians drowned along a Pensacola area beach from a rip current. Meteorologist Alex Forbes takes us to this region of the Gulf with ways to stay safe this summer.
Many of us love it. A warm, sunny day down on the coast, laying in the sand, playing in the surf. But even on those warm and sunny days, the water can be dangerous.
The number one weather-related killer is rip currents along the northern Gulf Coast.
That's right. More than tornadoes, lightning, flooding, and even hurricanes. Jason Beaman is a meteorologist at the National Weather Service office that covers from Dauphin Island, Alabama to Destin, Florida. This area of the Gulf Coast experiences rip currents at a higher frequency because of the persistent onshore winds and shallow shelf that sits below the water's surface.
If people aren't aware of their surroundings and understand what rip currents are, it has resulted in many fatalities along our area.
So just what exactly is a rip current? It's a fast-moving channel of water away from the coast, one that can pull swimmers away from the shoreline. They can sometimes be seen with sand and debris kicked up in the water, but more often than not, they are not as obvious. Luckily, there are steps you can take to stay out of this situation. First, check the forecast.
If you just go to weather.gov/beach, you can click on the umbrella for the area that you're visiting, and we'll take you straight to the local information of what the rip current forecast is.
And if you forget, green, yellow, and red flags along guarded beaches are there to remind you.
Taking into account our forecast, but they're also eyes on the water. What is happening? What are the local conditions?
Now, if you do get stuck in a rip current, the number one thing is to stay calm and don't fight the current. You won't win. Relax and float to conserve energy. Don't try to swim directly to the shore. Instead, swim along the shoreline until you can escape the current, then swim along an angle away from the current toward the shore.
We don't want to scare anybody away from the beach. Our beach is a wonderful place to visit anytime throughout the year. There are just certain days you don't want to get into the water because of the threats.
Hey, Mr. Beaman says the area his office covers has had more than 130 rip current deaths since 1996. He added that of those 130 deaths, many were people trying to save the life of someone else.
Before you go to the beach this summer, look for this story on 13WMAZ.com. You'll find resources with rip current forecasts along all U.S. beaches and more about what weather conditions to look out for. You can find more tips in our summer safety guide. There's more than 15 chapters devoted to different topics like how to self-rescue if your kayak flips or staying safe in the sun. You can find the summer safety guide on 13WMAZ.com or text SUMMER to the number on your screen. Again, text SUMMER to 478-752-1309.